We're standing right now on St. Louis Ave, which is right at the base of the stratosphere. This represents about 111 units of the 233 units that we've been working so hard on to actually get taken down. We're currently in escrow on 233 doors, $28 million project that we're going to inject $2.8 million into and completely turn it around.
These properties will be used as low-income housing to help partner with the county. Right now they have over 3,000 people on a waiting list, are either vets, retired vets, coming out of homelessness. Many are in recovery, some are coming out of incarceration. We have 111 right here, but 149 total in this neighborhood alone. So between 5 blocks, we're really going to have a huge neighborhood presence, and we're going to use these units to help people who otherwise don't have housing options right now.
Two things going on here. We pay investors very, very well on this project, but also our other world bring people that are less fortunate, that are down on their luck, that really want help. You mentioned a 3,000 person waiting list. That is unbelievable.
So these tenants will have case managers, job developers, and they will work with them to make sure that they support them so that at the end of that 24 months, they can afford their rent on their own, they have employment, their family is in a stable position, they're clean. So it's a great program, but at the end of the day, people are still scared. There's still a stigma attached. There's still that not in my neighborhood kind of mentality.
This is a short-term solution where they're getting job training, they're getting resume development training, they're getting interview skills training, they're being trained how to be a good tenant as they transition back into society. So we love that. That's what separates them from the big behemoth that we call the federal programs that we call Section 8. This is a county developed program, and they are really, really dialed in on getting these people to the next level, not just giving them a free handout. They've discovered that for landlords to be willing to take them on as new clients, that they really have to be competitive in the marketplace, which Section 8, the federal program, has not been able to do that. And they're paying what they call market rents, which are as much or up to 10% more than what we might be able to rent these units for, in addition to the $500 sign-on bonus, in addition to the risk mitigation, was what is the term that they use for the program, but it's really double what we would normally get for a security deposit.
Yep, and in addition to that, you brought up Section 8 being a long-term kind of essentially failed program. The average Section 8 tenant is on the Section 8 vouchers for approximately 9 years. In and of itself says, hey, this isn't working, right? The goal is not to keep people on government assistance forever. The goal is to teach them how to fish, right? Don't give them a fish. So with the county, it's the complete opposite mindset. It's let's teach them, let's get them off in 24 months, and they will be able to support themselves. And then the county even assists them in moving when they're ready to go with furniture and appliances and food and just things like that. So all around, it's a much better program, and it works. And the idea is to help as many people get from where they are now, which a lot of them is homelessness, into housing, transition into more permanent housing.
And you hit the nail on the head, the whole stigma of not in my neighborhood, right? So if we were amongst a number of apartments, it would be very, very difficult to introduce this type of a program. The good thing about this is literally from the commercial section of this street where the housing actually starts to the stop sign where the housing actually ends, this 111 takes up this whole section, right? So that gives us the freedom in this area, and the other locations are the same because we do have 233 units that are spread out over 12 different parcels or land, like lots of parcel numbers, lots of addresses, but it's spread out quite a bit actually. Each one of those is in an area where we can implement this program, not have any type of stigma. And I love the way that you address that this is not continually hand people a fish, this is hand them a fishing rod and teach them how to fish, which is really what separates this from 100% subsidized housing. So one of the main things that we're actually part of our business plan, and we've underwritten it very conservatively. I know you guys know, but I want to present this to the people that are watching this video, is what we call transitional living. So we're going to be taking 2 buildings over on Philadelphia and Chicago, a total of 38 units, and we're going to transition those not just to the county program of LEAPS and the programs that they implement. It's going to be people coming straight out of rehab, straight out of jail, that need a place to stay, that rent by the week. Rather than having one person or one lease per door, we'll have 2 leases per door.
It is a tremendous business plan, but at the heart of it is the humanitarian side of it.
Absolutely.
Kind of like cancer, alcohol, and drug addiction, they just have no bounds, right? It affects a lot of people. I know it's affected my family. And so this is truly a heartfelt project that we're getting behind here.
Segues perfectly into all of our background, right? Yeah. I was living on the streets homeless myself in 1999. One of my goals with this project is to have everybody would not have the same challenges that Claudia and I had, my wife, my beautiful lady, it's also my business partner, in getting in permanent housing.
We currently have over 500 people in the city of Las Vegas that are released every single month from incarceration. What we will be doing here, it's not that we won't be background checking, we're still going to have those standard procedures, but we will be working in collaboration with the case managers in the prisons, with the courts, also assist those people who get out every single month and actually have done their time, actually are ready to move on, want to do the right thing, and just can't find anywhere essentially to live.
And the way that this program has come together and the way that we see the vision down the road is not just 233 units, but right now the vision is for this community, because we really want to see nobody being on a waiting list for these types of programs. Because the faster we get people into this house, into these programs, the faster the transition takes place and the faster that they're out of the program and a productive member of society and back getting, with their lives back on track. So in the world of multifamily, oftentimes we have a phrase called leaving some meat on the bone for the next buyer, right? And that's what the seller has done here. He has done renovations of 99% of the units already. Inside these doors, they're nice tile, nice countertops, nice cabinets, surrounds in the bathroom, new hot water heaters, new electrical. He's done a ton of stuff. We have to protect the community, the culture of the community we're creating.
In addition to having 24-hour security, we are going to reestablish an on-site rental office so that we have a property management presence here. That's something that the current seller does not have. And we found a property management group who actually very much aligns with us and is very much on board to help us implement this program and work with these tenants, and also has the same goals as we do.
So the name of our organization is Three Keys Communities, which really was not something we just thought of. We put a lot of time and effort into thinking about what we could possibly name this organization.
So Three Keys Community, it's the keys to the kingdom, essentially. It represents freedom, prosperity, and love. And we're using those keys to unlock new beginnings, starting with 233 new beginnings for 233 new people.
We're very excited about that. I'll tell you why I'm excited about this, because like we talked about earlier, this brings two of my worlds together. One of them is multifamily investing and doing the right thing for our investors and giving them a great return. The other one is making homes available for people who otherwise would not have the opportunity for housing, for job training, for training on how to become a good tenant and a good member of society. So very, very excited about both of those. Remember, I come off the streets homeless in 1999. I shared my background in and out of jail, and quite honestly, the Lord set me free from all of that, and I did not have these types of programs available to me. How could we possibly have 3,000 people on a waiting list? We need to fix this problem.